Hi guys, I'm Leanne and welcome back to my channel. Today is Friday morning for me and I've got a couple of things to show you. It's like a little bit of a haul and also to kind of pick up from where I left you on Way Day and something that I bought. So as I'm going to start with what I bought because you're already aware of that, but I'm kind of like enjoying it. So yesterday I went to work after I made my video and I told you that I'd bought a slender turn machine. Well, I've got it working. I put it on, I actually read the instructions and oh my God, like I can literally feel, so I've got it on my waist actually, I'll show you first. So do excuse me, I'm freezing cold, so I've got my thermal onesie on that I wear under my jumpsuits because I've got a day at home today. So I'm going to be listing. So do excuse me because obviously I'm zipping. So I've got it on this morning and I thought it says that if you wear it for like 20 minutes a day, that it's supposed to help turn like this area. Now, although I don't think this is a replacement for exercise, for £5, I thought I'd give it a shot. If it helps to turn the muscles around here, then I was hoping that this, in conjunction with me running and doing skipping and other things, would help turn my core a little bit better than what it already is. And considering I want surgery, if the muscles underneath are more toned, then when I have like the loose skin removed, apparently you get a better outcome. So in for a penny, in for a pound, and I'm willing to try anything. So like I said, this is not in replacement of exercise. This is what I'm doing in conjunction, especially because I'm coming towards December and my life's going to get a little bit busy in the salon and stuff. So I thought, if I can put this on and put it on a couple of times a day, it's easy to wear. I'm quite surprised at how flat it is. It is just a belt that sorry, I don't really want to show you all my awful flappy bits because you'll probably be sick. But as you can see, it's just like a soft belt. It's really comfortable. And it's the slender turn machine. So all you do is just turn it on here. When you've turned it on, there is 10 different programs. I've got it on program 6, which gives you like a longer impulse, so then you're clenched for longer. You use these buttons here to go between the programs and also to like move the intensity up. It goes up to 100. I'm starting at like 60. There's a little screen on top here that you can see when you're adjusting it, and then this button I'm just using just to cancel out. I'm not sure what these are for because I have forgot. I have read the instructions, but I've totally forgot. But I used this yesterday and literally, do you know when it goes, I go like that. It is like actually really good. And so I put it on this morning and I've done half an hour. I'm just going to leave it on because it's that comfortable. There is gel pads underneath, so I'm a bit conscious about taking them on and off all the time, so it loses its sticky. I'm going to have to look online and order some new ones. Sorry, I am freezing, so I'm just zipping myself up. But ultimately, I think I can get away with wearing that for work. I can sit at a desk, I can talk while it's going. Yesterday night, I was doing a set of lashes on one of my regular clients. Let me just grab my tea. On one of my regular clients, and it was fine. Like, we were talking about using it, and she was saying she might get one to try and things like that. They do them for the arms and the bum and the back as well. So, well, I'm saying back, it's like part of the bum one. So I'm going to do up to Christmas using this, try my absolute best to use it every single day. And then I'm going to see if I think it's improving anything. And then if it does, I might go on Vinted and invest in the arm one because I do want my arms doing. But also the bum one and have it as like an addition to what I'm also doing, just to try and build and turn a little bit faster and maybe more effectively, because I'm no pro in terms of exercise. I've not got a personal trainer, and I just thought anything is worth a shot in addition to what I'm already doing. Again, I'm not replacing exercise. I don't think anything is in replacement of exercise, but maybe this will complement it and help me a little bit just move forward. I wish I probably would have been more on the exercise earlier, but it is harder when you're heavier. It's not that I ain't walked and done stuff, but I think you always think, God, I could have done more of that. I could have done more of that. I should have done that. And it's all just a learning curve. And maybe I'm just in this stage of my journey where I'm recognizing that I need to do more. So that is where I'm at. The no smoking's going okay. It's Friday, so it was a week yesterday. I am using a vape. I don't really enjoy it, but it is what it is. It's a means to an end. And if I can get to a point where I'm not really vaping very much, or I'm not vaping at all, that would be ideal, because ultimately I know that that's not the best for my lungs either. But it's all a process, and it's something that I've thought about and something that what I want to go through. Well, this is a bit of a running update. It is throwing it down with rain today, but I'm going to continue with the running. I've decided that I did that last weekend. I was like, So I've been twice now. Not very successfully. I have now uploaded the Couch to 5K. I've picked a trainer. I'm picking Steve because I did pick, is it Sarah Milligan? But I feel like she's too soft for me. I need somebody to push me through and somebody who's a bit harder. So I'm hoping Steve is the guy as my coach for the Couch to 5K. But I had a chat with Oliver, and he is very much, he's autistic as hell, or whatever he is. And he's like, go big or go home and everything. And we were talking about running trainers. Now, he used to be massive into fitness. He thinks he is now, but he doesn't do anything. He's okay, but he's one of them people that can eat what he wants, and he's naturally quite lean anyway. And he's got quite a good muscle composition throughout his body. It doesn't take him long to turn up or change his shape. So I think he's naturally quite gifted where that's concerned. Very frustrating, I'm not gonna lie, but that he's gifted with that, and good on him. So I spoke to him about getting some running trainers, and last night I actually went to Sports Direct and did is it called a gait measurement or analysis? Anyway, I stood on a machine and it scans your foot, and you type in your weight and your sex and what you're wanting to do, and it assesses your feet and your stance and tells you what running shoes are best for you. Now, some of these running shoes are like hundreds and hundreds of pounds, and I'm not quite there yet. I'm not saying if I don't commit and get into it, that later on down the line, that might be a thing. Right now, I don't want to go too full hog. So I did the analysis. That is quite interesting on a few different levels. So one, I am a neutral foot. I did take pictures of everything, but the most interesting and alarming thing for me is the actual picture of the scan. So it came up, and I know my right leg is significantly more swollen and bigger than my left. And I think I suffer with lymphedema, I think it is. I'm not getting too caught up on that. I don't want it to become an excuse not to do anything or to limit myself. But it's because as I'm losing more weight, it's becoming more prominent that how big and inflamed and swollen my legs are. Now, I have been to the doctors and said it's not fluid. That I do think there's some fluid in there, but they're saying it's not fluid, and that it could be my posture. I do think my posture's probably got something to do with it, because I think it'd impact on anybody's, but I do think I suffer with lymphedema. Not medically diagnosed, but I do. Something for me to deal with at a later date when they maybe might listen to me a bit more. But my doctors just don't seem to listen, nor do they want to actually help me achieve anything. I don't know if they're just really busy, or whether they just think, screw you, or you're just being dramatic, or you're okay. I'm not really sure, but it just seems to be a battle, and not a battle that I'm willing to take on just before Christmas and my busiest period. So anyway, the scan came up, and the picture of my feet is significantly different. I'm going to put it in because I took a picture oh my God, it is like unbelievable. I would say my right looks almost double of my left. It's crazy. I've had my heart tested and everything like that. There doesn't seem to be anything else underlying as of yet. It's absolutely unbelievable. So at the shop, like, it gives you a recommend. I think I've got a higher arch, and it gives you a recommendation of the different footwear that's best suited to you and how it's best suited. Had a look, like I said, some of them were like a couple £100. I'm not willing to pay that yet because I'm not that good of a runner. I don't think I'll get the full benefit of that. But Oliver also got measured and he was like, right, I'm going to get a pair of these. As it happens, we've both been recommended the same pair of trainers, and these happen to be in the sale. So you're never going to guess what? Guess who's got her very first pair in her life of running trainers? You're right. That is me. I've got something else to show you that I bought also. But, well, I'm saying that, but Oliver bought me these. And he bought his. These were in the sale at £60 at Sports Direct, from about 100. But these are my official running trainers. Now, not the most attractive, I'm fully aware. I haven't really worn them anywhere, but £60, and I feel like there's a decent cushion there. They have got the gel in the base to allow for impact as you're running, so it should help me with shin splints because I've suffered with this twice. And yeah, they're pretty comfy. I tried them on. He did recommend a size 7. I tried them on in a 5 and they fitted really comfortably. And I did walk around while Oliver was trying his on. I did try a 6 and a 7 on, but they were just too big. They were so floppy, like literally dragging off the back of my heels. So I don't know whether that's because my foot's so swollen that the scan has done that or what. I'm not really sure. But yeah, my very first pair of running shoes. This kind of is quite momentous for me because it's not something that I would ever dream that I would be doing, but this is my running, like, I'm quite proud that I've got some running shoes, and it shows commitment, doesn't it, and what I'm going to do. Oliver says that he will do it with me and build up fitness. I am going to run sometimes on my own though, because I do think that I need to do that. But if he's willing to be supportive, I don't really want to shove it back in his face, and it's something that he enjoys. So we have both got a pair of these. We are literally, I don't know where his are, but we've literally got the same trainer. Mine's a different colour. Mine's got pink here, is a fully black here. But we've literally his and her running trainers, which is a place in life I never thought I would be. But yay, go me. Running trainers, that is like a big thing for me, like a big thing, and shows commitment that I'm willing to do it. However, after having my gait done and the scan of my foot coming up and it being really swollen, I thought now is the time that I've got to start like looking after this and trying to make it better so I can run better, just to make my legs a little bit lighter and to maybe improve the appearance and improve flexibility so they're not so swollen, because obviously that makes it harder to move. So what I have done is I have brought some running socks, and these have got a compression in them, and these are the ones that go up to the knee. So I've bought these, and hopefully these will help to pull out whatever's inside of me and hopefully reduce the size of my legs. I've also got some flight compression socks on right now, and I'm going to wear those more regular. So if I'm wearing jeans and stuff for work, I'm going to start putting them on and seeing if I see an improvement. And then I also bought just some comfy, soft, like these are super squidgy. There's 2 pairs in there, running socks. They were 2 for £10.50 from Sports Direct, isn't it, that label? And Oliver got himself some as well. He tried them on with his shoes last night. Why he did that, I don't know, because I don't think you really need to try socks on the stretch. You'll be all right. But yeah, they're his socks and these are mine. So not only have we got his and her running socks, we have also got his and her running shoes. I thought that was quite a significant part of my journey and vast improvement from where I am. I'm going to continue with the slender turn and we'll see where this ends up. So wish me luck on this running journey and think thin. I do need to get myself some more running leggings because mine are too big and are falling down my backside. But you know what I'm like for bargains, so Vinted or charity shops, I will be searching out to try and get this. Wish me luck.